Yung isang distrito nga, 51 billion pesos. Anong ihiwalay? Dahil nakakuha ka na ng 51 billion pesos at yung mga ibang distrito napabayaan nyo at hindi nyo naalagaan. Tapos, iniisip nyo, sarili nyo lang. Bakit naman ganun? No? So why I don't see right now we're good and I don't see any benefit for this country, for Mindanao to separate. Tapos pag titingnan mo ng buo, hindi maganda sa ekonomiya na hihiwalay yung Mindanao, may iwan eh. So I still believe that we have it is of more benefit that Mindanao be part of this republic. Pag umiwalay siya, madidihado pa. Okay lang siguro yung mga nakakuha na ng 51 billion pesos na sa kanilang distrito o sa kanilang syudad. Paano naman yung mga wala pa? Ihiwalay nyo na. So, I disagree with them. Bring it up to a higher level of discussion, particularly, which is the meat of the matter, the economic amendments that has to be made to help this country. The economic amendments to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, maghihintay po kami. Nagsabi naman po ang Senate President na gagawin nila to, ipapasa nila by March, so the House of Representatives will have that patience in waiting for them to transmit it to us before our Holy Week break. Maghintay po kami.
Yes, precisely. As we have stated in the previous press conference, this will be the game changer. If they approve the economic amendments to the Constitution, then there will be no more basis for the people's initiative. Our RBA 6 here really is only economic amendments. No abolition of the Senate. They are reacting, overreacting on something that is not there. And so therefore, we support the Senate President and the Senators. Hopefully that they're going to approve this before the Holy Week. We just have some requests to include a total comprehensive opening of our economy. They only have three. They have public utility, they have education, and advertising. We would like to have especially the constitutional provision on the development exploitation of natural resources. Jerry Sida, the economist, has come out this morning that in fisheries itself, we cannot bring in big investors on fishing, and we are a pelagic country that needs foreign investments. And the NEDA chief has said, Mr. Balisacan, that we should open already. So our appeal to them, why also not consider development of exploitation of natural resources and then media and others that we have proposed. So yeah, that's subject to what we have. So we are requesting a more comprehensive economic amendments, nothing on political amendments. Thank you.
Dadagdag ko lang kasi this is a welcome development. Tayo po ay nasisiyan dahil at last may schedule na, madidinig na itong RBH 6. But let me just refresh the memory of everyone that for the last several days, yung ating speaker po ay nagpahayag at sinuportahan po ito ng ating mga kasamaan sa Kongreso na kami po ay willing to embrace the version that the Senate will pass. Dahil po sa Senate po manggagaling yung version ng economic amendment sa ating Constitution. Therefore, they will be assured that we will not take up any political provision for that matter. So, again, let me reiterate that the Speaker, as the head of the 311 members of this House, has manifested his desire to embrace the version that the Senate will pass in this RBH.
Hello, good afternoon. On our part po, actually masaya kami dito sa nangyayari sa Senate na nag-schedule na sila ng mayroon sila. Like I said 2 days ago, in an ideal world nga, yung mga debate mangyayari sa official na kapasidad. And I think that is the beginning of that. Now, any start is, just to start it is good. If it ends up in whichever mode that is agreed upon by both houses, ang sabi ko kanina sa meeting, ang view ko doon is, minsan yung debate mas importante sa resulta. Mapalitan man o ang konstitusyon o hindi, ang maganda yung napag-usapan. So that is our view. We already are on record as to what our views are towards this. Makikita nyo naman sa record natin yung mga pangalan namin lahat, na panindigan na rin namin. And we're looking forward to that happening also in the Senate. Maski ano man ang desisyon nila, nandun din naman ang mga pangalan nila at ang mga style nila. So yun. And again, we respect them. A lot of them were our colleagues. And I think this is the start of things simmering down and getting back to work. So we welcome it very much. Thank you.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. First of all, sorry for us being late dahil nag-meeting pa po yung party leaders with the speaker. Then afterwards, nag-meeting po yung all-member caucus na ginanap na yung hapon, kaya medyo na-late po kami. And in that meeting, of course, medyo maraming emotions, maraming napag-usapan. Hindi naman natin maaalis yun given the recent events that have happened. Pero ang pinaka-importanting takeaway from that caucus is that number one, the House is solid behind the Speaker, as was relayed by our senior Deputy Speaker and Majority Floor Leader in the form of the resolution that will be filed on Monday. So yun po yung una. Pangalawa, kahit na medyo nasasaktan yung ating Speaker, ang instructions niya po sa ating mga kasamahan dito sa House of Representatives ay huwag nang palakihin yung issue. Tayo po'y magtrabaho na. Nang sa ganon ay yung ating trabaho ay talagang pakinabangan ng ating mga mamamayan. So yan po, in so many words, ang instructions ng ating Speaker, and we're very happy na ditinggin na ng Senate ang RBH 6 para magawa na rin po namin ang aming counterpart dito sa House of Representatives at mapag-usapan na po ang pag-improve ng ating konstitusyon nang sa ganon ay mabuksan ang ating ekonomiya for more investments, better jobs, and better lives for our people. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Former President Fprrd said that the goal for charter change is to have a Republican government, a Republican presidential government. Where Speaker Romualdez will sit as Prime Minister and later on he will be replaced by Congressman Marcos. And the objective is to perpetuate their family of power.
For that to happen, we'll have to have a total change of form of government to a parliamentary form of government. And that cannot even be done via constituent assembly. It can only be done by way of a constitutional convention of representatives elected by the people in secretaries. Hindi na kami yung it's very clear that this is not in the table. To give a little bit of the history, RBH 6 na version ng House does ask for a convention. But the reason that this version of the House was to ask for the convention this term was because last term, if you recall, like I said, I personally faced the same topic also. The offer naman of our former Speaker Lord was constituent assembly, economic provisions only separately at hindi rin pinagkala. So, ang thinking this term was, okay, kung hindi niyo gusto yun, subukan naman natin. So, kaya ganun yung version ng RTH 6 ng House. So, the latest developments naman, ang sinasabi na nga is, kung ayaw niyo rin ng RTH 6 namin, pwede yung RTH 6 naman din. Parang umpisahan na lang.
Thank you. With relation to the question of Tina, I think what we see is the narrative against progress and development is consistent. So, gusto nilang lagyan ng political color yung constitution amendments na pinupush ng House of Representatives. When in fact, on the table are purely economic amendments. This was the same argument and threats posed by the Senate na sinabi na i-abolish daw sila, matatanggal daw sila, tapos ito naman sinasabi na perpetuate power, etc. etc. It's really the same narrative being thrown against the proposal to push for charter amendments. But, like what Jack has mentioned earlier and the other colleagues have been parroting since, we fought for this. How long do we have to wait? We're the same level as Cambodia already. We're 8 from the last. When do you want to actually realize the full potential of the country? So we're happy with the development of the Senate. We look forward to them having discussions quickly. Let me emphasize quickly kasi Majo mentioned a timeline earlier, although I'm quite concerned because when I heard the statements of Senator Coco Pimentel, ang sinabi niya, parang kakailanganin ng mahigit 1 taon to sa Senado para pag-usapan. So, siguro yun ang kailangan natin malaman mula sa mga kaibigan natin sa Senado, yung timetable. Begin. So, we'll hold them to that, March.
Regarding, to add to that, yung sinabi kong timetable, hindi po kami nagbigay nun, ha? May records na nag-issue ng statement po yung Senate President at sinabi nila, Senate President Mitsubiri, na tatabawin nila to at they will try to have it for March para i-transmit po sa amin. So, sa kanilang timetable to, hindi po sa House of Representatives. In fact, this development is a welcome development for us. Kung matransmit nila sa amin ng March, nandito na sa amin yung bola, tatapusin namin para pwede na natin ipresenta sa taong bayan for a referendum. Pagpuputuhan na ng tao. Ngayon yung mga ibang agam-agam na may people's initiative, hindi na po magagawa yun kasi isa lang po pwedeng initiative for every 5 years. Now, with regards to the suspicion that we are trying to do this to have somebody become a prime minister or something, records will prove, tignan po natin ano yung transmit ng House of Representatives sa Senado. Hindi po yung sikreto. Those are public records. Anong transmit ng House of Representatives sa Senado? Resolution of both Houses number 6, authored by 302 congressmen, Constitutional Convention to amend the economic provision. So wala pong nilagay doon na political. So I do not know kung saan po galing yung political, klarong-klaro po sa transmit ng House of Representatives that is for economic provisions that we really feel that in each and every Congress, sa lahat ng speaker na dumaan dito sa House of Representatives, we're trying to push to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, siguro balikan po natin, I'm challenging those who are accusing the House of Representatives of trying to put in this, pushing for this constitutional amendments or changes in our Constitution to review. Pakita nyo po yung dokumento na nagsasabi na we are pushing for those type of political changes. You present. We challenge them to go and check the records of the Senate of what we transmitted. Tama na po yung storya-storya at kung ano-anong kalokohan. Kaya nga, masaya kami ngayon upon learning that the Senate is now going to deliberate on it. Ang tagal na po nating inihintayan. So tama na po yung mga kung ano-anong storya. Let's stick to the facts of what we transmitted to the Senate, and we welcome the development from the Senate telling everyone in this country that they're going to discuss their RBX number 6, proposing amendments to the constitutional, to the economic provisions of the Constitution.
Yes, Major Leader, can I add more? To the question of the statement of President Duterte, former President Duterte, that the PI will lead to some people to become Prime Minister, and there will be it will be a perpetuation of power. That has no constitutional and legal basis. Constitutional. People's initiative cannot change the form of government or the system of government. We are unitary. We cannot change it to federal through people's initiative because revision na yan eh. We cannot also change a bicameral form of government. System is a form ito. A bicameral form of government into a unicameral form because the PI will only be for amendments. Now, we therefore can see that there is no basis in that, and also on the law on people's initiative, clearly amendments lang. So it can never happen through this PI that there can be a change to parliamentary to have elections for Prime Minister. And so therefore, that is very clear. It has no legal and constitutional basis to say that this is for, PI is for perpetuation of power, of election of Prime Minister. So that is very clear. Thank you.
Good evening po to all honorable congressman and ladies and gentlemen. Gusto ko lang po itanong sa lahat po ng mga congressman, pwede pong hindi kayo, pwede pong mag-skip kung ayaw niyong sagutin. Tungkol po ito dun sa sinasabi po ni Baste Duterte na pinapababa po niya ang Pangulo natin. So dito po may mga sumusuporta, mga naniniwala, pero marami naman talaga ang supporter ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. So gusto ko pong hingan ng bawat kongresista po na nandito ngayon kung ano po ang inyong masasabi tungkol dito.
I think si Mayor Baste already gave a statement. Ang statement na siya, nakita ko sa front page kanina, ay respetuhin na lang yung statement niya. Hindi na para hindi na tayo magbigay ng gasolina basta. Yung statement na po siya eh. So, ako personally, I'll just leave it at that.
Well, I think na supersede na yung sinabi ni Mayor Baste dun sa statement niya na binanggit niya ni Kong Jack. So, I guess, kung na-supersede na, yun na yun siguro. At tama, instructions nga ni Speaker, huwag nang kalakihin ang gulo para makapagtrabaho na tayo pare-pareho at maging united tayo for the progress of the country. Kaya let's leave it at that. Ganun din, katulad ng sinabi ni Kong Jack.
I think I've answered that question last Monday. Was it Monday or the Monday when we had an interview by, I think you asked it. So, ako naman yung position ko is the same, no? It's baseless. It's sad that it had to be mentioned, but if titingnan nyo naman po yung nagawa at performance ng ating presidente, yun ang magpapatunay na yung mga binanggit ni Mayor Baste na lack of compassion, lack of direction, lack of love, I think has no value in it given the performance of President Bongbong Marcos. In fact, for the House, we even reiterated our support for him last Monday through the resolution that was read out by Senior Deputy Speaker Dong Gonzales.
In my part, I answered that also during Monday press conference yung sinabi ni Mayor Baste. So, ang masasabi ko lang po, ang pinagbili ni Speaker na we will work as a team para sa ating mga kababayan.
Hindi, ako gusto sagutin taga Mindanao. Kami taga Mindanao. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kami taga Mindanao. That is their opinion. We don't share the same idea. Ayaw namin humiwalay unless paano, hindi ko nga maintindihan ang statement nila. Gusto nila humiwalay kasi ulit. According, the last time we checked, according to DBM, yung isang distrito nga, 51 billion pesos. Anong ihiwalay? Dahil nakakuha ka na ng 51 billion pesos at yung mga ibang distrito na pabayaan nyo at hindi nyo naalagaan. Tapos, iniisip nyo, sarili nyo lang. Bakit naman ganun? No? So why I don't see right now we're good and I don't see any benefit for this country, for Mindanao to separate. Tapos pag titingnan mo ng buo, hindi maganda sa ekonomiya na hihiwala yung Mindanao, may iwan eh. So I still believe that we have it is of more benefit that Mindanao be part of this republic. Pag humiwalay siya, madidihado pa. Okay lang siguro yung mga nakakuha na ng 51 billion pesos na sa kanilang distrito o sa kanilang syudad. Paano naman yung mga wala pa? Ihiwalay nyo na. So, I disagree with them.
Good afternoon. Tinitingnan ko yung seal ng house. Tanggalan ng isang star yun, dalawa na lang. Visayas Mindanao yun, magkagalaman, dalawa, pangit-pangit. Going back to history, alam niyo po, yung Mindanao Independence Movement, nangyari po yan sa Cagayan de Oro. Buhay pa po ako, namatay na yung tatay ko. In fact, meron po akong passport noon. It was started by a former mayor and I think member of the Pilipinas mataas ang pambansa na ilulons na yun para for his presidency. Pero hindi talaga nakatake off. I'm not mistaken, it was the late mayor of Cagayan de Oro, Ruben Cano. And kinausap niya ang tatay ko dyan. My late father was a congressman then about his plans of being a president. That was his slogan, Mindanao Independence Movement. Pero hindi naka-take off po yun. As I said, may dollar na sila, mayroon pa silang passport na gagawin doon. Pero doon pa lang, it was just only a slogan for him for running probably for the presidency or Senate. Eh, wala nang iba. Pero kung sasabihin mo, pihig or talo sa elections, I don't think so. I don't think so now, Mindanao, lalo na ngayon. And probably it's another propaganda na lang na dapat ginawa na nila sa previous administration. Bakit ngayon? So, as a Mindanaoan, my province, sa Doon District of Camiguin, hindi pa payag doon. Kasi kung talagang totohanin nila, ang Camiguin po, babalik na lang sa Visayas. Gusto ko nandun pa sa start ng Camiguin.
Ayaw mo na sa
Kung Ace, going back to history, ang Camiguin po, pumasok yung mga katsila. Yung simbahan po ng Camiguin, kasama po sa Visayas. When ginawa yung Misamis Oriental or Misamis and Cagayan de Oro, kinuha yung Camiguin as part of Mindanao. But originally, Camiguin was part of Visayas. Thank you.
Ako naman, I was asked earlier about that, yung secession move, no, and proposal. Ang aking sagot ay simple lang. Ito dapat pinag-aaralan. Ito ay hindi dapat, kasi marami pong proseso ang gagawin dito. Ang usapan, pirma lang. When you create another, you remove Mindanao from the Republic of the Philippines, that would probably entail a revision of the Constitution. Isn't that correct? So ngayon, nagpirma lang naman tayo. No? So wala namang political provisions at the moment. Sa tingin ko, no, they probably have, the proponents probably have some idea on why they are pushing for this. No? And it, personally, my opinion is that I don't want to shoot it down right away. Because pag-aralan, tingnan natin, di ba? If this will redound to more benefits for the people, bakit naman hindi? But as it is today, medyo sa tingin ko malabo pa. Malabo pa yun. At because malabo pa yan, at hindi yan ang ating priority, dapat siguro pag-usapan natin muna yung more important matters.